Starting this life again, for there is nothing left for me here.
Toby.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? You okay?
I'm okay.
Thank you so very, very good. Thank you. Thank you for coming to Beluga Pod and joining us today. I'm really excited to interview you.
So am I.
So we've known you for quite a while now, and you never cease to amaze us with your songwriting and your voice.
Well.
So just for everyone listening, where did it all start? Give us a bit of a background history.
Where did it all I don't know. I think probably when I was born, I started.
Definitely when you were born.
Yeah,
yes.
I immediately was. I loved being creative and I loved writing stories and I loved to just make stuff from my head and put it out into the world. And then after a while, I kind of got bored of writing stories and I met someone called Louis in year 7 who played the drums, and he taught me to play the drums. And he taught me how to play Boulevard of Broken Dreams, you know, by Green Day. And from there, I just became obsessed with music, and then that became my outlet. So I suppose, starting when I was born and then taking a pivot when I met Louis towards music. And now I'm in my 20s, I kind of just try and do as much as I possibly can creatively. I write plays and musicals and
I did not know that.
Yeah, I just try and do as much as I can.
Are you working on any new music at the moment?
Yeah. I'm putting a play on in London in January or February, hopefully.
Wow, okay, amazing.
Called The Penguin.
Amazing.
Yeah, because I love penguins. So.
Yeah, they're pretty cool animals. I like penguins as well. Oh, incredible. And so obviously you've been coming to our open mics quite a lot. We've had the privilege to listen to a lot of your music. And your songs tend to have quite a lot of depth to them. They're from personal experiences to heartbreak and world events even as well. So how quickly do those songs sort of come together from the moment you set out to write them?
Very quickly, actually. The good ones come quickly. The bad ones come slowly. I think that's true with most things in life. But my best songs always happen where I have an idea. I'll be on the train or the bus or walking home. I'll get in, I'll write the idea down, I'll sing it, and it's done. I don't think about it ever again. So I'm not, when it comes to songwriting, I'm not really one for editing. I'm not really one for going in and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't, because you just destroy the magic really quickly if you do that.
Yeah, and you can overthink it as well.
Yeah,
and it can
most
send
definitely.
you into a bit of a rabbit hole at times.
Yeah, there's a reason those ideas came into your head. You know, they're important.
Yeah,
you shouldn't try and flatten them out.
Do you have a sort of theme that you prefer to write about, or it just depends on what hits you in the moment?
Theme, I don't know, just whatever I'm going through. Because I like all kinds of writing, I don't really write about my life that much. I write about imagined lives of other people. But whenever you write a character or whenever you imagine any kind of story or character, you always put some of yourself into that. So I don't really have any themes. I don't really have any particular message or anything that I try and write about. I really try and just have this fluid thing where ideas come in and then they come out and then they come in and then they come out. It just works better for me that way. It's better for my mental health.
Definitely. No, and your songs are incredible. So
thanks.
Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
I'll try.
When we first met you, I remember you used to play with a band quite a lot as well.
Yeah, I used to play in a band, yeah.
God, I think that was it, yeah. When we first met you, you had a band. Is that sort of still in the cards for the future?
No, they've all left the country.
Fair enough, okay.
They've all gone on to do other stuff. Louis, who's the guy I met when I was a child who introduced me to music, he used to be the drummer. He lives in New Zealand now, he skis. And then my other friend Jack, he's a carpenter. So everyone's become an adult, you know. And like that's the whole thing of like being an artist, is trying to prolong childhood, I suppose, which is what I'm doing. But no, I was in a band for years. We toured around, we played festivals, we put music out, and we loved it. And it was my childhood. And then COVID happened, and everything collapsed.
Yeah.
And now it's just me.
Yeah, it's difficult to coordinate as well after a big gap.
Oh yeah,
as well with people.
Especially people getting older. People just kind of they just I don't know. They just gather responsibilities and things they need to do with their lives, and it gets a lot more complicated as you get older. So I always try and be as self-sufficient as I possibly can.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Is that sort of what prompted the transition into solo songwriting? Was it kind of a natural progression from the band sort of splitting up, or everyone moving away?
I think so. I think I change a lot. I'm a very phasey person, so I'll go through phases of loving jazz or loving folk music or loving being in a band or loving being on my own. So then when you're in a band, it's quite hard. People get frustrated with that because most sensible people want to do one thing really well and then make success out of it. Whereas I want to do lots of things quite well, you know?
Yeah, I completely relate to that. I completely understand that. But it's good because then you've got a variety and there's different things you can do, you know?
Yeah,
it's harder to get bored as well.
Exactly.
If you're always doing something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you said you do tend to go through phases of different styles of music and things that you enjoy doing.
Mm-hmm.
How has sort of living in Brighton and, you know, integrating yourself in the scene here, how has that sort of helped you as a songwriter or as a performer, musician in general?
I think Brighton has an interesting music scene. I mean, there's a lot here. I mean, if you want to find it, you can here. So I think being surrounded by that degree of variety is always going to be inspiring. I think that I have a tendency to spend a lot of time in my head. I don't tend to get bored with myself too much. So I often find that just taking a walk around the city, being by the sea, just kind of essentially just walking around and writing lyrics has always kind of been enough to inspire me. But I think, like, especially that you can get bogged down these days with this idea that everyone seems to talk about, which is that there's no community left and everybody's on their phones and we're all alone together in this horrible hellscape. But when you come somewhere like this, it's just bullshit. There's so much community.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, and like I think the thing that inspires me is, like, if I'm having I've done this many times here, like had a bad day or I'm feeling really down about myself or my music, just come here and play a song and watch people's faces. It can just change. It can completely change how you see yourself.
Yes.
And it could completely change how you see the world. That might be too lofty a statement, but
no, for sure. And then you feed off people's energy as well, and they can feed off your energy, and it becomes
definitely,
it's a very holistic experience.
Yeah,
I think,
it is.
for sure.
Just that sense of community, and like I also love coming here and seeing like recognizable faces. I mean, that does wonders for me.
yeah, for sure. Because then you can bond more. You can create friendships and connections.
Yeah,
and
feel part of something.
Yeah, exactly. Be really included into the scene for sure. So I've heard that you're recording some music soon as well. Yeah. So if you want to tell us a bit about that. Personally, very, very excited for this new chapter.
Yeah, so I'm just recording songs that I've written. I've recorded about 12 or 13 songs. I'm going to pare them down into a kind of EP or album. I'm not entirely sure how much music it's going to be, but it's going to go alongside my play. So in the last 4 years, I've written a musical, a play, and an album. And I want them all to kind of be part of the same world. So the songs are going to be... I mean, I really don't know what songs they're going to be. It could change tomorrow. Like I said, I'm a phasey person. I'm just going to go with whatever I think is right in the moment. But because I'm constantly creating, I'm trying to kind of find a way to put my work out into the world in a way that is like... sounds weird, maybe slightly pretentious, but like nourishing for me and the people who are listening to it. By that I just mean I don't really want to put it on the streaming platforms. They kind of eat away at people's attention spans and mental health. I don't want to put too much out there onto social media, which I know sounds impossible.
It feels impossible in this day and age, for sure. And I think it's a huge turn-off for a lot of creative people.
It is.
I think.
It is. And, you know, we're constantly being told that social media is kind of wearing down people's attention spans and it's kind of causing people to lose touch with what makes life important and worth living. So I want to listen to that advice. So one of the reasons I wanted to write a play was that it gets people in a room together, much like we do here. And when you're able to get people in a room, you're able to, you know, sell them something that isn't, you know, just the kind of content or a click. It's a real experience. So I want to try and basically sell the album at the play in physical copies, and then you'll get a QR code as well where you can download it on a private link.
Are the songs that you'll include in the album or the EP songs that will also be part of the play?
No, they won't, although I will do a performance of the songs after the play is finished.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah, so it'll be kind of a half play, half gig. and I want to try and sell them in physical copies and then a private link. So there'll just be songs that I've been writing over the last year. I mean, you'll be familiar with a few of them. The Italy one will be on there.
Is it going to be an acoustic album in general?
Acoustic album, yeah.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah. So I didn't want to put too much band stuff on it. I just wanted to keep it simple.
Yeah, of course. I've got a lyric pick out from one of your songs, which I personally do love, and I think it's called Julio.
Oh yeah,
song.
Julio, my love. Yeah.
Yeah. So in that song, you open up to the character Julio, who you refer to as your lover. Mm-hmm. But then there is a lyric in that song as well that says, "Tell me about your girl." Mm-hmm. So it's always intrigued me, and I've never asked you about this, but I'm asking you now. So okay. Can you just share the story behind that song as well and the meaning of that lyric?
Yeah. Well, it was kind of based on someone I knew, someone I knew, and then someone else who I kind of knew, and they were together. They were in a relationship. It was two guys, and one of them was married, and his wife didn't know that he was in a homosexual relationship. And so it was kind of about the strain that put on both relationships. So when I'm saying "tell me about your girl," it's the lover of Julio's lover, the man, wanting to hear about his relationship with his wife because he cares about him and he cares about that relationship. But it also kind of comes with a kind of tinge of pain as well, because he understands that relationship with his wife is what is keeping them from being properly together. So it's just trying to explore the complexities of managing a homosexual relationship while being outwardly heterosexual. I don't know if that explains it. It's like a list of kind of what the song is kind of a list of things that these two men have done together, and the way in which their relationship has blossomed. And then at the end, after they've done all of that stuff together, they've made dinner by the fireside, they've walked through New York together, they've enjoyed this life together. He wants him also to tell him about his girl. I want to hear about your other life as well.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if that explains it.
No, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. And it kind of goes back into what you said at the beginning, that you write a lot of stories for other people and you sort of take their stories and create it into your own songs as well. That's great. I've always had wondered that because it's really intriguing, that lyric. So I've always just wanted to ask you.
Yeah, I mean, very few of my songs are autobiographical. I know myself so well. I don't have anything to talk about. I don't find myself that interesting. I know me.
I find you very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a what if question now. Mm-hmm. All you need to do is just give me a number from 1 until 8, and then we'll just discuss this question together.
Okay. 4.
4. This is something you've already answered, to be fair. So it says, what if you could only write songs inspired by other people's stories, which you've already done, rather than your own? Would you still find joy in songwriting? Which I'm assuming
it's the only way for me to find joy in
songwriting. If it were reversed, then you could only write for your own stories as opposed to other people's. Mm-hmm. Would you still find joy in songwriting for that? Or would it change the fulfillment that it gives you?
I think it would pretty profoundly change it. Yeah, I think it would. Because that's not why I do it. Because I'm quite an introspective young man, quite a sensitive young man. So I spend a lot of time with my own emotions, and I come to terms with them outside of music. I come to terms with them just by sitting and thinking about myself and then acting on it. So I don't need music to come to terms with myself.
Yeah.
I don't need it. So music is just it's a way of observing others, and a way of observing how I fit into the lives of others and how I can see myself reflected in others. So it's kind of, it would lose a lot of the joy. I'd still do it because, what else would I do?
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
I would still do it, but it would be much less fun.
It's very interesting how it would change so much for you.
It would.
But perfect question for you. All right, and you're going to play a song for us. Mm-hmm. Do you want to give us a bit of insight in that song? Do you want just people to make their own meaning from it?
Yeah, I mean, that song is just about, in fact, people can make their own minds up.
Okay, no worries.
I'll just play it.
All right, in that case, we'll let you get on with it then.
Okay.
Nice, and thank you so much, Toby.
Thank you. Good evening, good people, I heard someone say, as the ghost of my youth was born. There is war in our country, there's war overseas, and my patience is tired and torn. Said I know what you're feeling,
and I feel it too. I'm tired of trenches and toil, so I'm fleeing this country, I'm leaving this life to someone who cares for its spoil. Yes, I'm moving to Rome, I'm moving to Italy, and nothing can shoot down the place where the wine tastes like falling in love, and lovers get caught in the rain. Yes, I'm moving to Italy, and I am starting this life again. For there is nothing left for me here. There's a soul in my body that's under decay, and a dream that is turning to fear. I have nothing but nothing to say to myself when I stare at my life in the mirror. So I sit 'neath the rain on a dark afternoon, and I think till my mind goes blue. Oh, but thinking is nothing compared with a life that is moving and breathing in truth. Yes, I'm moving to Rome, I'm moving to Italy, and nothing can shoot down the place where the wine tastes like falling in love, and lovers get caught in the rain. Yes, I'm moving to Italy, and I am starting this life again. For there is nothing left for me here. So I crawl through my city with blood on my knees, and I pray to the goths in the sky that my love for adventure will lead me to life, and my love will be immortalized. So I'm moving to Rome, I'm moving to Italy, and nothing can shoot down the place where the wine tastes like falling in love, and lovers get caught in the rain. Yes, I'm moving to Italy, and I am starting this life again. For there is nothing left for me here. There is nothing left for me here.